What's so funny, TSM?
I've been raising awareness, protecting the kids. Homie, you know what it is. It's college protecting against a disaster. In case a disaster come here, that's what I said. In case you ain't here, get the blessing all these children. Against violence and disaster, we protecting all these children. We are the children protection. We are the world's protection. We are the children protection. We are the world's projection. We are the children protection. We are the world's projection. We are the children protection. We are the world's projection.
Hey, what's going on, my chain breakers? How you doing? Hope all is well. Well, I want to put up a video today to show those that are involved with CPS ways to fight CPS and the protective services when the case manager writes down false accusations against you. Okay, so you guys noticed that I've been gone for a week. I got struck by YouTube for a video that I did more than 2 years ago, and they're trying to base it off today's new community guidelines. So, I think they need to put up something to help us that are not in the partnership program so that we could communicate, because I think it's the computer that's doing it. So if you had that problem, you're not alone. But you guys, let me get back into this story here. What I wanted to tell you is I need you guys to pay attention. If you have to stop it and pause it, number one, you want to go to the county government and write a letter to each and every member of your county board of supervisors and let them know the illegal activities or injustices on your past or your local, on your present caseworker, and show them that this person might have written down some things that were not true about your case, okay? And CPS, if they're taking your children who shouldn't be separated from your home, suggest that these illegal and unjust activities could cause the county to deal with an expensive lawsuit, okay? Especially if they are unjust, all right? Make sure to follow up, you guys, with when you first start your process, follow it all the way through. Don't start it and then drop the ball, okay? Make sure that when you get into these meetings, you share. Get up to share your story during these community participation times, all right? Use your 3 minutes to tell people what's going on. Do not overly share. Do not tell them too much. Please be cautious. Remember to be cautious, because you do not want to say anything that may jeopardize your case going forward, all right? It might be best to speak to your lawyer prior to make sure that he help you put together what you can and what you cannot share, because if you do and you end up getting so emotional and you're not using the guideline, the outline that your lawyer may give to you, you could really mess yourself up pretty bad, because you got to remember, you don't know if these people are attending these meetings, because they get informed as well when you start making complaints against them, okay? So with that being said, the next thing you want to do is write letters to your state legislators. Don't go to the federal ones, because I think, and I'm just saying allegedly, there is some corruption when it comes to the federal level, because there's lots of money being passed back and forth, okay? And so with the state, they're not so they're not able to take bribes and be corrupted the way the federal level is, okay? Tell them that the child's welfare is mismanaged in your county. Then follow up by going to the Capitol to try to have a face-to-face encounter with these legislators. Take with you a gift offering of a folder you've prepared with lots of information about how corrupt and evil CPS is. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row, and whoever's there, make sure that everybody gets a copy of the same exact paperwork with proof versus the lies that your case manager may have placed up there against you in documentation, because it is against the law for them to make up lies or false allegations against you. And this could definitely help you be heard, and this could definitely get the ball rolling in your favor. And this can also bring forth, like they said, a lengthy lawsuit and an expensive lawsuit that I'm sure they don't want to, have to pay out of their pocket, especially when they have someone that misrepresents and lies. Okay. Next, I'm going to add a copy of the state sovereignty movement and child welfare information. I put this here because this is another part that you need to also understand. So I'm going to make it, it's probably going to be a lengthy video, because those that don't read as fast, I kind of want them to be able to take their time and read. Okay. And the third thing you could do is get an administrative hearing. Study your state's social services regulations. Study, study, study. You should be able to find a copy of your local county law in your local county law library, you guys. Ask the librarian there for help finding them. These regulations are usually on the internet as well. If you have an open CPS case, take notes on every regulation that's being violated by your caseworker. Get a photocopy of the regulations that are violated, okay? Review your court order to see what orders may be violated by the caseworkers that may have been, okay? If you find discrepancies, you can file for a state administrative hearing. And then once you find those violations, you make sure, like I said, you have all your copies in a folder. However many people that are in that meeting, make sure that everybody, even if you have extras, make sure that everyone has a copy, and make sure that everybody's pages are the exact same that you're presenting in these meetings, okay? This can definitely help you in the long run, okay? And then the grand jury, does your county have a grand jury? Some do, some don't. If they do, write them a letter, not about your personal case information, okay, but inform them about the problems of CPS injustice in general. Ask them to investigate CPS in your county, all right? And then legal document writing. If you haven't already, write a declaration of facts to clarify each point of misinformation by your caseworker and others involved in your case. When writing any letter or legal document, never include any self-incriminating information. Okay? So make sure to give this to your attorney so that he or she will be able to mail it, or you can mail it to him and make sure that he gets a copy so that he can make any corrections, to anything that you might have said. Because after all, your attorney is going to correct those things, and then you get it back. And then once you get the corrections back, you might get a response within 10 days, and that is to be presented to the judge for the next hearing, all right? So once you get with your lawyer and they give you the okay, you should be fine from there. So these are some of the ways that you can actually fight them, all right? And I'm going to put a copy of a declaration of facts for you. Social worker perjury, that's a big deal, you guys. It really is. If your social worker's report to the court contains inaccurate statements, misrepresentation, or lies, create a legal document called objection and corrections to the report of the social worker, and as with the declaration of facts, send it to your lawyer to be presented to the court. Remember, lies told in court can also be reported to the district attorney's office, because perjury is indeed a crime. County Personnel Department, if your caseworker is violating your court order or state social services regulations, treating you disrespectfully, or in any other way doing something you believe is wrong, write a letter to the County Personnel Department with a detailed complaint about the person. This will probably keep the caseworker from ever getting a promotion in that county. He or she might also get demoted or fired. So you have many different ways that you could fight a CPS worker that may have something against you. But I do want you guys to definitely understand, once CPS is called, a lot of people have said, well, Miss Together, when I met with the investigator was extremely nice. They were cooperative. That is their job. You guys, I used to talk a lot more about CPS and I had way more information. I forget it's a skill that they teach these individuals, how to gain your trust and make you relax and feel very comfortable so that you can talk to them. And as you're talking, no matter if you're being truthful and upfront, that CPS worker is going to write the opposite down in order to build a case. They are not there to be your friend. They are not there to help you. Not all CPS workers. I'm not speaking about all, but a lot of those CPS workers are there to take your children out of the home, all right? So nobody is your friend, and I'm going to say it in every video that I do. Do not open your mouth. Do not volunteer. Know your constitutional rights, you guys. Learn your constitutional rights against CPS. When they come to your home, if they do not have a warrant, you do not have to let them in your home. You absolutely do not. Under them coming out because of somebody's allegation does not mean that you have to let them in. Also, CPS can indeed go to your children's schools and have conversations with your children about, the things that are going on in your house. Have those conversations with your kids, especially knowing that you're a good parent. Just tell your children, ask my parents, say nothing, because they will try to befriend your children and twist up your children's words, okay? Another tactic that CPS workers use is they'll tell the kids, if you say that my mommy or my daddy is abusive and doing mean things to me, if you confess that, I will let you go home. They will not. Educate your children. No matter what they say, if they threaten your kids that they will not let them come home, tell your kids, let them threaten you all they want. Never lie. Tell the truth. My parents are not doing that. Let them threaten you. If they're threatening you, that's a way so that they can get money from off of you. Educate them however you have to educate your kids. Educate your kids and let them know. Don't agree to it. No matter how scary it is, do not agree to it. Do not say that it's true. They cannot keep you if you don't want to say it. That's just a game that they play. Don't believe that. They cannot keep you under false information. They cannot keep you over something that they made up. And once you disagree, if they don't let you go, still tell the truth. No, it's not true. And once we go to court, then you tell your children, once we get in front of the judge, you tell the judge, they tried to make me lie on my mommy and daddy. And because I did not lie on my mommy and daddy, they threatened that they will keep me away from my mommy and daddy. So you educate your children, let them know it's okay. Go through it. If you tell the truth and not lie on me, you'll get home faster. But if you lie on me and listen to them, they will keep you, okay? So educate your children, you guys. Please educate your children. A lot of doctors are in on it too because it brings them extra income. It's called medical kidnap. You got teachers at the schools that are in on it. They get a payout for, calling CPS on your children as well. So educate your children. Talk to your children, all right? So that's all I wanted to say to you guys. If you have any questions, leave your comments down below. Also, I want to tell you, if CPS has called you or contacted you, take everything very, very serious and immediately contact you a CPS criminal defense attorney. Do your homework to find out how long they've been in office, find out how many wins they have had, their success rate, because you don't want to get a family law attorney. A family law attorney will be like a elementary school child going into a calculus class. Okay, that is how out of this world it is when it comes to the two, family law and CPS criminal defense. It's a whole different court case, whole different world over there. All right. So with that being said, you guys don't forget to, oh yeah, I was going to say, if you get called or CPS contacts you and you have surveillance around your house, make sure you go out to a Home Depot or wherever, Office Max or whatever you have, and get signs that says 24-hour surveillance. Post it on your door, all around your door, to let them know once they come to your property, up to your door, and that sign is right there in plain view. Most likely the CPS workers that are corrupt, they're not going to want to come in and be spoken to, or they don't want to come in and speak with you because you have them under surveillance. And they may even tell you to turn your camera off, which is against the law. They cannot tell you to turn your camera off. They may even tell you to walk away from your house. No, whatever you have to say to me, you can say it while you're being videoed. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say to you. You need to protect yourself, protect your children. If your children have a cell phone, they can put it on video. If they say somebody wants to talk to you, tell your children immediately put your phone on video record, and while you're sitting there with the social worker, you let them know, I am recording you and I'm not turning my phone off. Most likely the social worker will walk away. They cannot snatch your kid's phone from them. If they do, that is a violation. That is called robbery, and they can get in a lot of trouble. So I'm trying to educate you the best way I can. Don't forget to hit that like button, you guys, that post notification, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I will talk to you guys in another video. Peace.